Pisces, this month you have a little sparkle of humour, wit, popularity, and a lot of influence, which is going to help you glide through any issues that you've been having and deal with it, and maybe actually very likely feel a huge level of success because you've added a little bit of humour to what could have been maybe a heavy situation. So Pisces, why is this all happening? But wait, pause. Before I go into the energies and the cards, I know for some of you that even this month, it's already your birthday. So it's a great month to be having your birthday, Pisces, with all the nice energy. So I have to do it, Pisces. Bring out the big cake with all the sparklers, bring out the champagne, bring out the band, because happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Pisces who are born in February, happy birthday to you, happy birthday February Piscean babies, and to everybody else. It's still all going to apply. It's going to be a very, very nice month for you. So why? Where's all this humour and this popularity and this influence coming from? Well, a few different places, but let's begin with the full moon. As your first card helps out, the Neptunian card, the one who likes to celebrate and enjoy the good things of life, coming right out at the start. What else have we got? The Fool. This is not meaning that you are a fool. This means that you're about to take a very, very wise next move into something. And another card came out, and the Pisces card. Yeah, okay, I think we're on to something here, Pisces. I think something's been said. We've the Neptune card, the Pisces card, the new moon card, this, and there's the new moon in Pisces this month, all in there with the Fool, the one who's about to take an absolute breathe it in and just go for it kind of risk. So, as I said, why is this all happening? Well, some of that kind of daredevil risk confidence, let's just do it for the fun of it, for the hell of it, is coming from this Leo full moon that's happening for you in your 6th house. Now, what date is it? It's on February 9th, but you'll feel it throughout the month. And what could be happening here, Pisces, is that you're using a great level of your confidence and your influence and your ability to see the bright side of things, your good humour, essentially, but also your force behind all of that good humour to put something that was wrong right in some cases. Maybe some of you last month, or even in January, or January, should I say, have felt a level of toxicity creeping into your environment. Maybe there were actually shady people, difficult people, maybe people coming through the workspace that you're in. Just a level of toxicity. And in fact, I'm even feeling that it could even be one very significant person this month, maybe female, that was just, you're saying, Karma, where are you? I need both of your hands to put big slap work in here because this person deserves an absolute slap of karma. So where are you? Well, maybe that could be brought this month with the full moon. You're keeping bright, you're keeping confident, you're keeping optimistic, and I keep saying witty and humorous and light, and this burns out some emotional toxicity that you might have been experiencing with somebody, or the stress that you might have been experiencing from the workplace. Also, if there was some health niggles or health worries, this is a great moment where you kind of go in with a much better attitude. I feel for many of you, there's this thing of becoming emotionally attached now to a new way of doing things, a new way to behave, a new way to stick with a plan, stick with a program. And it's like, no, I'm very invested in this now. I'm very invested in getting my health right, my stress levels fixed, my work life organized in some way. And I'm certainly, I feel for some of you, very emotionally invested in clearing up some toxicity that's been brought to you from somebody else. There's a kind of, with you Pisces, there's a kind of, pulling away a little bit, seeing something that has been very, very wrong in your life, and then making a decision to really go in for it, but not in any obvious way. Keeping it light, keeping it humorous, but determined to fix something that was wrong. And what seems to be very nice too this month, Pisces, is that there's a great camaraderie around you. If somebody has been really picking at you, really even targeting you in some way for some bad behavior, maybe they were just being a shithead to you or something, there's a feeling of the troops are rallying around you, Pisces. You're very, very... because you're keeping it bright and because you're dealing with something difficult, but keeping it light, other people see it. And then other people say, hey, Pisces, what's going on here? What can you show us what's going on? And you say, look, I didn't want to make a drama out of this, but I've been dealing with this shit. And people will be saying, no way, you can't do this on your own. We're here to help. So you're getting a huge amount of what I feel is just camaraderie, people stepping up and standing by you if you're dealing with something difficult this month, Pisces, or cleaning up something from maybe December or January, maybe from the eclipse last month. People are coming in to help you with that. You're certainly very, very supported. Very supported by friends, networks of people, groups of people, people within your community, maybe even people on social media. It's just, there's a moment here of people saying, we're not going to let you deal with something on your own because that's not fair. You're putting on a bright and happy face through something. And it's that energy that's attracting people to you because you're not in a zone of, complaining or moaning or whining, because you're dealing with something quite... with a noble heart, full moon in Leo. That's when other people come in and say, no, let me help you. You could be attracting somebody, maybe a female sun, moon or ascendant Leo, perhaps, or another strong character that will come in and help you with something. So it's very, very nice. Yeah, 3 cards coming out. Something that was wrong is now being made right. And I think you got this last month. You're really getting more power because you're cleaning something up, Pisces. Your anxiety levels over a situation is going to improve. And again, it's something unusual. It's like you're taking up a challenge to actively change something in your life. And people are fully backing you up all the way. For example, if you decided to start a health and fitness program or take care of your health in some way, go to the gym or do something, or something to do with your work, or you're very invested emotionally in this thing, whatever it is, I again feel that people are coming out to support you. Now, there are a few reasons for that, and a lot of it is to do with the huge amount of energy that's in Pisces this month. Neptune is in there. Mercury is going to be retrograding in Pisces this month. Yeah, the Sun is going to be there from what date? February 19th. Venus is in there until February 7th. So, and the new moon, I said that, didn't I? The new moon is in there in Pisces. So for me, there's a thing of when you communicate what's going on in your life with other people, but with a great sense of, there's wit, there's humor. It's the exact opposite of, the way some people deal with problems and it's all, oh, my problem. You're the opposite. In fact, some of you might be, as I touched upon a moment ago, being very noble and saying, well, I'll deal with this myself. I can handle it. But that's when the troops sweep in. That's when you get if you share your problem with certain people, they'll just say, oh my God, and they'll come running into you and help you. And this, again, the amount of support and love you're getting from people for something that's going on in your life, maybe something you're creating. Venus in there in the first house. Maybe you're changing your identity in some way, like aligning yourself with something. There could be a feeling some of you are changing your image in some way. And you might need a bit of help. You want to dress the part. That's what I'm feeling. So if you're a very creative soul, for example, and every day you go to work and you're wearing a business suit, you're saying, this is in stark contrast to who I really am. Maybe I need to get a bit of advice on maybe how to look professional in work, but still to be able to express my unique personality. So you could be talking to somebody about an image change, talking to somebody about creativity. There's a lot of brainstorming. There's a lot of toing and froing and speaking to people this month, and a lot of brainstorming and a lot of great ideas coming out, Pisces. I wouldn't be surprised for many of you, if you do work in the creative fields, that you could get people coming to you, asking you to design something, redesign something, maybe friends and family saying, look, Pisces, you have a great eye for these things. Can you help me decorate my kitchen? Can you help me fix this up or do that? They're trusting your aesthetic senses this month. There's something other people are, they want your advice on things, they want your answers, they want information from you, but not in a prying, tell me your information. They just want your advice. They want you to talk about something more openly, more candidly, like whatever it is maybe that you've been dealing with over the last 2 months perhaps. People want to talk to you. They want to talk, and it's a great time for you to do that. New moon in Pisces, there's a feeling also here of you just starting over, fresh. There's definitely something going on this month where you just have a moment where you go, this is it. I've been preparing for this. I've been nervous about this. I've been hoping I can achieve this. I've been working up to this, but bam, this is the month where I change something very significant in my life, and it changes me. Again, we touched upon this last month, Pisces. You're getting into a zone where you want to be more aligned with yourself inside and outside. So you want people to see when they look at you exactly who you are. So there's that recalibration, that shift. All the information you need about me should be what you see the first time you meet me. And that's something you're cultivating. And again, is it something you've been waiting to do for a long time, Pisces? Because the huge level of support from people behind you, it's just some major life change. Getting into a relationship, getting out of a relationship, doing something with your work and creativity, or pulling away from that. Either way, whatever you're doing, people are supporting you. People are definitely supporting you. How many major arcana now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana so far. 6 major arcana. Okay, we're just waiting on 3 more cards now, my love. What other things are going on? Now, excuse me, one caution I have here. Mars in the 10th house this month. There could be a moment where you might kind of get rubbed up the wrong way by somebody who should know better, somebody that has a key position, a figure of authority, a person who maybe dominates a certain section of some part of your life that you're involved in. It's like somebody who holds a position which should bring respect. There's something you don't like going on. It could be a challenge between you and them. Now, again, Pisces, I'm going to say this to you. You have friends supporting you if you are having a face-off with somebody this month, but keep your wit. Now, Pisces, your wit and your sense of humor and your very often quirky sense of humor, you share that with your Aquarian neighbors. It's always very well loved and well appreciated. So keep that. So keep the humor, keep the confidence, and keep the trust that everything will work out right, without getting into an argument with somebody. Now, you can argue your point, argue your case. You can certainly have something open for discussion and not back down from that, but not to get into maybe even a war with somebody over an issue, because that might not work out so well. Keep it light, Pisces, because if you keep it light, Mars moves on then in what date? February 16th into the 11th house, where people just clap and say, you handled that like a pro. You handled that well. Now you have. our full support. So it's almost like somebody watching how you handle a situation this month. How's Pisces going to handle it? Let's watch their behavior. If they handle it with a great sense of, I'm communicating, I'm open, sense of humor is strong here, I'm being very creative, and I'm letting all my friends help me here. If you're going in with that attitude to tackle a situation, then you get noticed. Somebody sees what you've done and they say, you're good. You're the person we need. You're the person that we can respect. You're the person, and in some cases, that deserves some achievement, reward, or even recognition this month. Yeah. Now, for those of you who are in some sort of competition, really strong competition, again, keep it light, humorous, all the things we said, but there's a strong energy where you could win out in competition this month. So if you're entering a competition to do with a sport, a work competition or anything, again, you're physically strong and very, very determined to win. And I think many of you will. You really will. So Pisces is a great energy for your birthday and your pre-birthday. Very, very nice. I also want to say that it's a great moment as the last card comes out for money. For money. Some of you might see that a skill you have. I feel this strongly, Pisces. People are coming to you and maybe asking you to resurrect a skill that you have, something that you really know how to do. You've learned how to do it. You're a master maybe at it. You're just very good at it. And maybe it's something that you use your intuition with. You know, you intuitively know how to fix or do or design something or handle something. And I just feel a lot of people are coming to you for that particular skill. They love how you handle it. And then you might get some financial reward because of it. Yeah, something, you've a skill, Pisces, that involves your intuition. It's like you have the knack for it, you've the feel for it. You can't explain it, you just know how it's done. And coin could be coming because of that. So Pisces, very, very nice energy. Now, let's get over to your big grand, ta-da, your birthday and pre-birthday cards. So we open up with Neptune. Neptune, of course, sits in Pisces at the moment. And Neptune is saying, well, Pisces, you've been through some stuff. And now it's time to really go all in, dive deep in, and just live your true, authentic self. You've Neptune, Mercury retrograde. In fact, Mercury retrograding might be doing that whole thing of going back and digging back and saying, come on, Pisces, remember who you used to be. Remember the intuition that you used to follow. Remember how good you were at that skill. Remember who you are. Remember to communicate who you truly are on the outside also. So there's a feeling of remember who you are, Pisces, remember your magic, and take a big dive in, a big leap of faith and trust in something that's almost like a bit of a risk to do. It's a risk, it's a chance, but you want it. It feels like it's in your heart. You really want to do this. Dive right in, Pisces, because this is where there's some big blessing for you. It's almost like this is where Neptune, your ruler, is saying, you've got to do it, Pisces. The world has been very cold, hard, and disciplined for you. Let's start diving in and swimming in waters again that are more familiar to you, but it might require a level of diving into the deep end. But I mean, if anyone's going to be able to do that, that's a Pisces, you know? So, excuse me, diving in the deep end. And again, the High Priestess saying, a level of expansion is happening for you this month, Pisces. Great wisdom and intuition. If I didn't know better, Pisces, it's for me, it feels like a big psychic unlocking unlocking something that maybe you've held in for too long, unlocking something about you that was trapped for too long. Now with the new moon in Pisces, it's like, let it out. Take the risk, take the chance and let it out. Live your authentic truth. Work in an authentic job. Be in an authentic relationship. No more hiding, because there's nothing left to hide from. There's nothing left to hide. Last month, Pisces, we talked about this thing of a level of secrecy being happening. Now, you still for a moment have the sun in the 12th house up until February 19th. You're still dealing with something like a fear, a secret fear. But what I love, Pisces, is that gets all healed and fixed. I just feel like the cosmos is saying, come on, Pisces, stop hiding. Now, I know you love your privacy. I know you like your personal space. I know you need that personal space to be creative, to swim in, to do your own thing. But there's something else, Pisces. It's almost like something you want happening in your life. You want this to happen, but you're being hesitant. You're really pulling back. And this is where the recalibration is happening. It's saying, align yourself again, come back out, dive in. Don't be so afraid of something, because you're wiser, smarter. You've nothing to fear. That's what I keep feeling. You've nothing to fear. This is Persephone, the one who has been to hell and back. It's interesting. We have Persephone and her mother, Demeter. This is the transition from winter to spring. And that's what it feels like for you. The hiding, the closing off, the hiding behind things. And now it's like a springtime. It's a rejuvenation. It's like, no more hiding, Pisces. Come out. Come out with your skills, your talents. You know, for me, it almost feels like, let your outside match your inside. Let your inner truth be what you're living. Let the secret desires and dreams and wishes and creativity that's been swimming beautifully around you, let that come out now. And there's nothing to fear. I can't quite put my finger on it, Pisces, but it felt like that there was a fear or a hesitance, a reluctance to take a leap of faith and show something about you, or get on a new path or something in your life. No more hesitancy. Instead, dive right in, my love. Dive right in. And see this as a huge new adventure. Wow, Pisces, just that top row there. It's a very, very, very strong feeling. It's like you're fully supported when you almost take a huge risk and a huge dive in to something very, very new for you. That could feel a little bit scary at first, but don't be afraid. I just keep feeling that. Don't be afraid, Pisces. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. I'm going to keep repeating this because that just feels so strong. Don't be afraid, Pisces. This is your time. This is exactly the moment where you're supposed to be taking that real risk, that leap of faith, and going for maybe something big in your life, expansive, and maybe sharing that with a lot of people. Pisces, had some of you been afraid to share something for risk of ridicule, for risk of people not liking what it is you're about to do? This is your new adventure. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Okay? You're so supported. It's unbelievable. Because what was wrong is about to be made right, my love. Somebody wronged you. I feel it. With the full moon in the 6th house, there's a purging of that toxicity. And in doing that, it's like getting the lance and a lance to an abscess and allowing the poison come out. And in some cases, looking at other people and saying, look what I had to deal with. This was the poison I had tried to keep quiet, secret, that I tried to contain. This was what I had to put up with. But let the poison come out, Pisces. I just feel, let people see what you've been dealing with. Let something be brought back into balance. Don't be dealing with something poisonous on your own. If it's work toxicity, some stress or anxiety or fear or health worry, you're not to be dealing with this on your own anymore. And that's where this balance gets brought back. And when it does, Pisces, the control, the power. Pisces, this is very strong. It's almost, it's like a huge monumental moment. It could be something extremely significant for you that's going on in your life this month, where you jump a hurdle, where you reveal something, where you explain something, where you show something, and it's almost like, and now I can breathe out. But it's almost like it's such a big deal that you think when you breathe out you'll fall and collapse on the floor, but you won't, because everybody's around you to catch you. Pisces, this is very big. This is a huge moment. A huge moment where there's, and I'm even starting to get emotional, Pisces, because this feels like a huge emotional breakthrough, a huge psychic breakthrough, a huge personal milestone. And it's wonderful. It's the feeling of, I don't have to worry anymore. And I just feel a lot of cause for celebration. People are very proud of you. Mars going into the 11th house. They're shocked by what you had to put up with, but the level of support and power. Very often this card means so many things, but this can very often mean power and influence. Power, influence, and being able to maintain that as you're rising up with power, popularity, and influence. Excuse me, Pisces. So I don't know for sure what corner of your life this relates to, but I'll tell you this for sure. It's the most, so much of your energy is going into this particular corner. And Pisces, you have possibly the greatest amount of psychic energy of all the signs, and you have a vast landscape of that, and it seems to all be contained in this one like thing. So when it's released, it's like a supernova. Supernova. You're going supernova this month, Pisces. It's a big deal. It's a big, big deal. And Pisces, mid-month, again, this feeling of, it's going to take me a while to get my energy back after this. It's going to take me a while to get back on my feet again. This is going to feel like, it's going to feel like I need a bit of help to feel solid and secure again after this. There's something big happening, but you have so many people that are there for you, to give you that level of support, to make you strong in some way after something very big and monumental happens. Very big. Love is very strong for you this month. And I did say, with Mercury retrograding, there's a feeling of go back and retrieve yourself. Go back and start loving yourself again. Other people are encouraging you to love yourself in a deeper, more meaningful way, Pisces. That's how they're showing their love to you, by encouraging you further to do the same, to love yourself. You'll have people mid-month, after whatever this thing is, filling you with love until you love yourself to the level that they love you. Pisces, the level of love coming your way is enormous. And the level of growth and expansion that happens is incredible. Pisces, I think this is the most unusual reading I've ever read in terms of energy. It's almost like for a moment the doors of your universe open and you step out and emerge as a completely different person. A more powerful person. And Pisces, what I like is that for some of you, what was wrong is that maybe for a long time, other people held you back, or other people wouldn't let you be who you really are, or circumstances wouldn't allow you to be who you truly want to be. And you're just stepping right forward. Right forward. As I said, it's like a door for a moment in time, and the cosmos opens up and this beautiful Pisces, new Pisces, steps out. Pisces, I don't know exactly what this is, but obviously it's a big turnaround for you, and I am so proud of you. And let me also add my love to you, along with all the other people who are doing the same thing. Because, again, even that emotion just sweeping there, it's such a huge thing that you're expanding into. And also the promise of where this is going to take you next is huge. Wow, that's strong. And we're coming to the end of the month, Pisces. There is the last severing, the last cutting ties with the old. And it requires a level of sacrifice, letting go of the old so you can start again. Now, for many of you, I see here that the transformation is very deep. This is Moon in Libra. Libra sits in your 8th house of a very deep transformation. And you have to pause for a moment at the end of the month and kind of check in and say, how am I doing? This has been such a crazy, wild ride. How am I doing? There's the energy here of Pisces. Certain sacrifices still have to happen. You still have to kind of take more little steps forward, but you're not in a rush to do it. Don't be in any rush. If you have to pause, think, establish how you feel about the next step, that's entirely fine. Nobody's asking you to fit everything in to the month of February, especially not such a big transformation. I'm holding these cards and it's like there's an electric little current in my hands. It's like zzz. It really is strong. For me, Pisces, with this energy, it's like the sacrifice that you're about to make is no great sacrifice. I'm hearing like this phrase, and it's like I kind of lost it there. It was there, but it was almost like live this life in a way that it all doesn't feel like a sacrifice or a duty, but instead it feels like a life that you would sacrifice everything to be part of. Does that make sense? I probably didn't say it right, because when I heard it, it kind of got lost there. Don't let this life be like a burden, a series of tasks and duties that you must sacrifice yourself to this life. Instead, make it be such a way, you're living in such a way that you would sacrifice everything just to have more of it. This is huge, Pisces. But at the end of the month, you do need, whatever has changed, it's been such a big transformation, you definitely need a time out at the end of the month. Before we kick in to March, you need to rest, relax, recover, sleep. And recalibrate as you do, Pisces, with your rest, your meditation, your sleep. Tap into what you're feeling on a sensual level, intuitive level, psychic level, dream level. I mean, they're big open worlds for you, Pisces, more so than any of the other signs. So again, you've had the recalibration on the outside. Now, before we go into March, you're having a recalibration almost psychically. And you need that time away to do that, to bring some balance back. This is a Jupiter in Capricorn card. Jupiter is in Capricorn in the 11th house. That feeling of my friends and the people who love me and support me are helping me bring myself back down to earth and grounded. And they're going to keep me steady as I change something huge. And I just keep hearing this as I go supernova. Pisces, I really, really, really wish you a huge amount of love and energy to you as you're going through this, because it's like a birth. It's like a birth, maybe a rebirth. And the amount of energy and cosmic energy that's attached to this rebirth is enormous. So I can see now why you might need a little bit of rest at the end of the month, where you don't have to decide everything all at once. It's so big, but only you could do this, Pisces. Only anyone who carries a Pisces soul could allow such strong energies pass through them. And that's what you're going to do. So my love, I'm going to leave it at that. Now, you know, these are just the general energies. To get into all the things we haven't talked about here, your relationships, the singles with Venus and Pisces this month, is there love, very strong energy for love being in the air this month. Your money, your career, which looks great, your home, family, friends, which are a big support to you. We're going to focus on all of those details in the deep read on Vimeo. In the description box down there below, Pisces, open it out, you'll see a link, click into it and come on over, my love, and we will really open all the things out that we didn't talk about here, and I'll see you over there. But if not, Pisces, if we're going to leave it at that for this month, then really enjoy this month. And whatever you're doing, my love, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, because what's waiting on the other side of your fear seems to be spectacular. It seems to be everything you want. So my beautiful, I'm going to leave it at that. Happy birthday, happy pre-birthday. And I'm going to leave you with all my love, my beautiful. And a great, great, great big kiss for luck and success from me. Mwah. Pisces, until next month, my gorgeous. Bye.